Hi guys, Darth Deuces here with another Marvel Legends action figure review. Continuing on with the X-Men Apocalypse BAF wave of Marvel Legends figures, we've got the new Storm figure. I'm pretty happy to have this. I don't have a Storm figure yet, so I think this one looks really cool, despite not being a more traditional costume, I suppose. But here's the packaging again, Marvel's Apocalypse, the X logo, your yellow backdrop theme for the X-Men. You got X-Men, Storm. Pretty cool image of Storm on the side. The same on this side. A product shot of Storm. A brief bio says an infinity for the magical elements make Aurora Monroe the mistress of weather manipulation, Storm. You have the Apocalypse BAF, which we'll be taking a look at very soon. All the other figures that you need to complete the BAF in this wave. I've reviewed Wolverine, I've reviewed Gladiator, I've reviewed Sabretooth, I've reviewed Multiple Man, and I've reviewed Psylocke previously. The last one we need to take a look at after this is Magneto, and then obviously the BAF. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. So I'm going to crack her open and we'll take a closer look at the figure. Alright, so now I have Storm out of the packaging. She's pretty cool. It got a lot of great sculpting, some decent paint apps, some cool, I guess, accessories. Make it all around pretty good figure. First off, just come with the torso of Apocalypse. So it's a big piece. Here it is. And again, taking a closer look at this later. But moving on to the figure itself, I actually thought this was, when I first saw pictures of it and whatnot, I actually thought this was a modern version of Storm, but it's not. It's actually the 80s punk rock version of Storm from the 80s, obviously, which I was told from someone on Reddit, so that is good to know. Otherwise, I would have been saying this is a modern version in this review, and I would have been just plain wrong. But I mean, she works in a modern display. You know, the clothes aren't exactly outrageous. I would have preferred a classic costume, Storm, like that black costume, a classic X-Men costume would have been nice. But this one's still really cool. Looking at the head sculpt, I think it's definitely one of the best parts of this figure. I really do like it a lot. She's got the whited out eyes, the black around the eyes. I think it looks really good. I think the eyes are a slight pearlescent. They kind of show a bit, so that's cool. And I like the eyebrows. They're sculpted and painted really well. The lips look really good as well. I don't have any issue with those. She's got some lightning bolt earrings. I think is pretty funny. And I like the expression. It's kind of got a small smirk going on, and that's cool. Got the mohawk kind of thing going on. I think that's really cool. It's a white, it's in white, and I think it's got like a really subtle wash to it to bring out the details a bit. I think it looks good. She's got a choker sculpted on her neck there. I think it looks pretty good. She's got this little vest here, leather vest. I think that looks really good. I'm sure you could take it off if you really wanted to. I'm not going to take it off because it'd be a hassle. It'll take me forever, and I just don't want to. But yeah, you can take that off if you want to. She does have a little bit of scuff right there, black scuff, which is kind of annoying. See if I can maybe scrape that off or something, but that's a little annoying. Besides that, I think skin tone looks good. She's got her torso here, and got this, I guess, corset, I guess is what you call that. Looks good. Got a bit of a midriff showing. You got this cool kind of a double belt thing going on. It's just a loose piece, so it just, you know, hangs on there, but that's cool. You position it how you want it. Arms are pretty standard. I think they might be reused, but I'm not 100% sure, I guess. She has pretty cool hands. I know this hand is reused because the Mary Jane figure uses it, and I think the Kate Bishop figure uses it as well. It does have these little pieces here, which are separate pieces that are supposed to emulate the end of the glove, so you can shift that around if you want to. This hand is kind of like in this sort of pose, and then you got this hand in a much more wider open pose, so that's cool. The hips look good. I think these are new. Got the jeans. I think they're new. They might be reused from the Mary Jane figure, I'm not sure. I don't have her on hand to compare, but they look good. And you got the boots here. These also look really good. They got the heels going on and nice sculpt detail. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And yeah, overall, it's a good looking figure. I don't really have much issue with it. The sculpting, for the most part, the paint is done really well, so I'm happy with it. Definitely a more unique looking Storm. And I think definitely in terms of the way the design they went for, I think customizers and whatnot will be happy with this figure because they can definitely use this body mold for random customs, even if you just want some, you know, you use a different head to get a just random sort of pedestrian on the street or whatever to use in dioramas or whatever. I think this body mold would be very useful for that. In terms of articulation, she's not too bad. She got pretty good head articulation. You can go pretty far back. You are exposing the joint quite a bit, but that goes all the way back, goes all the way down. Rotate and a damn good amount of pivot. I almost have to say that the head might be just a little too high on the neck, but I don't know, I think it looks fine. It allows for a lot of articulation. Ball hinge at the shoulders moved decently. No bicep swivel. She has a single joint at the elbow, which only moves to 90 degrees. Ball hinges at the wrists. A ball joint at the torso, which moves back pretty far. Crunches forward just a little bit. Not much pivot, and you do get rotation, but it's not crazy. No waist swivel. Ball hinges at the hips hip spread really well. Kick forward decently. Sole cut at the thigh. Double hinges at the knees move pretty good. Move about that far. Actually, they move even farther if you really want to get them, so that's pretty good. Just gotta force it a little bit. No boot cut, which I'm a little surprised about, but there isn't. And a hinge at the ankle with a rocker joint. So pretty good articulation. It is a bit hindered compared to other figures, but it's not too bad. In terms of accessories, she does come with these two accessories. It comes with two of these lightning effects, which were first seen in that Thor Ragnarok 2-pack with Valkyrie. They're just really, really pliable. That you can just unwrap and they'll just wrap around the figure. So you can get a lot of options with this. Trying to do it real quick. You can like wrap it around her hands here. Like so. So it kind of looks like she's shooting out the lightning, which is pretty cool. You can have it kind of going up the arm. If I can. Okay, I can't really get the effect I want, but maybe have it on her arm or something so it looks like she's channeling her lightning abilities. Kind of like that, but done better if I had more time to waste. But that's pretty cool. You can put it all the way up her arm if you wanted to do that. Obviously better than how I'm doing it, but you could do that. You can put them both on the same arm if you wanted to. If you want to make it look like she's really shooting the lightning out of the hand, you can do that as well. So you get a lot of options with that for display. So I like that a lot. I think that's really cool. Now I'll do some quick size comparisons. So I guess first off, here she is with Wolverine from this wave. She's just a bit taller than him, so I think that's good. Here she is with another female character from the same wave. Here is Psylocke. And I want to say Storm might be slightly taller. They're pretty much the same height. Storm might be just ever so slightly taller. But I think that is good. With your average 6-inch figure, here is the Multiple Man on the Bucky Cat mold. They're about the same height. Madrox is slightly taller, so I think that works good. Here he is with, or she is with someone on the Hyperion mold, which is Sabretooth from this wave. He's significantly bigger, so that's good. With an even bigger figure, here she is with Colossus. Colossus is significantly taller. I think that looks cool. And again, with an even bigger figure, here she's with the recent first 10 years Hulk, and she's quite a bit smaller. But that makes sense, obviously. So I think this is actually a really cool figure. I'm going to have to play around with it a bit more after this and whatnot to really get a feel for it, I suppose. And really start posing around, because I haven't really fully posed around yet. But I think she has a lot of really cool display options with the lightning effects, the way her hands are sculpted, the great head sculpt's really good. Might not be the version of Storm everyone wanted maybe, but I think it's still a really cool version of Storm. So I don't think it's an essential part of a Marvel Legends collection, but I still think it's a good addition to the wave. So if you're thinking about collecting the whole wave, then I definitely recommend picking this one up. And if you're a fan of the character, X-Men fan, again, I recommend picking this one up. It's a pretty cool one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for Apocalypse coming soon, and I will see you all in the next video.